This is the Nissan R390 GT1, a car so fast it made Ferrari sweat, Porsches cry, and McLaren rethink their entire life choices. It was a twin-turbo V8 monster, built for the world's deadliest racetrack. And then, Nissan killed it. And now, no one even remembers it existed, which is ridiculous, because this thing was glorious. Back in the 90s, Nissan had a chip on their shoulder. They were tired of being the brand that made Sentras for school teachers. They had the Skyline GTR, sure, but that was stuck in Japan like a cursed Pokemon card. What they really wanted was respect on the world stage, so they picked a fight with Le Mans. And to win, they called up Tom Walkinshaw Racing, the mad scientists behind Jaguar's Le Mans dominance. They said, "Build us something terrifying." And they did. What they created wasn't a car. It was an engine wrapped in carbon fiber, dipped in violence, and barely legal. This was the R390 GT1. It had a mid-mounted 3.5-liter twin-turbo V8, 600 horsepower, 0 to 100 in under 4 seconds. Top speed, 354 kilometers per hour. That's faster than a Ferrari F50. And it came from the same company that made the Tida. It had a 6-speed sequential gearbox. Shifting it felt like God himself was changing gears for you. And it looked like Batman designed a tuner. Wide, low, angry, and absolutely magnificent. But here's the problem. To race at Le Mans, you had to make a road version. Homologation, they called it. So Nissan built one, just one. They stuck a number plate on it, shoved it into a museum, and called it a day. That one road car? It's never been sold, almost never driven. It's the unicorn of unicorns. In 1997 and 1998, the R390 went racing. First year, not bad. Second year, it finished third overall, ahead of Ferraris, ahead of factory teams, from a company that made family sedans. It was working, it was rising, and then the rules changed. GT1 was killed off. And just like that, the R390 was dead. Nissan pulled the plug and erased it from memory. But here's why it matters. This car should have been a legend. Instead, it became a footnote. No Clarkson review, no Top Gear lap time, no cult following. And yet, it proved Nissan could hang with the gods. It laid the groundwork for the R35 GTR and proved Japan could outplay Europe at its own game. Quietly, effortlessly, brilliantly. It was a samurai in a world of knights. So next time someone tells you Nissan only makes crossovers and taxis, show them this, the R390 GT1, the Ferrari killer nobody talks about, and maybe, just maybe, the best car Japan ever made. But here's the bit no one talks about. The R390 GT1 didn't just vanish. Some of its parts actually lived on, quietly, inside other cars. That twin-turbo V8, a version of it was used in Nissan's LMP1 cars for years after. And the technology behind its carbon fiber chassis, it influenced Nissan's prototypes and later the GTR you see today. So while the R390 itself sits in a museum, gathering dust, its DNA is still out there, in race cars, in engineering textbooks, and weirdly, in the stories of nerdy car journalists like me. Which means it never really disappeared. It just changed shape. And honestly, that's kind of perfect. The R390 was never meant to be a poster on your bedroom wall. It wasn't flashy. It wasn't loud in the media. It was quiet, efficient, and ruthlessly fast. Like a ninja in a world full of peacocks. And sometimes, the cars that don't scream for attention are the ones that actually deserve it the most. Subscribe to Driven by Craden for more forgotten legends, underrated monsters, and JDM machines with a grudge. Because history should be loud.